Okay, ready for this? I feel like there's quite a few people that have a crush on you right now. At least one, two, perhaps three, maybe more. Okay? There's definitely an energy happening over this weekend that you're really going to just be like, ding, what's going on here? Either they're going to tell you or you're just going to sense it. And, it's a little bit of a fixation. Even with the Knight of Wands, that's just like lusty kind of energy towards you. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what. The reason why I feel that is because I'm seeing you are not interested. So either they already have established a crush from before, or that it's just happening, or you're going to pay attention now. But look, this is you. You're in this place this weekend where you're just doing you. You're doing your own thing, maybe even enjoying some solitude, maybe you're going out of town, keeping yourself, you're minding your business. That's what you're doing. You're minding your business, Virgo, and it's just people coming out of the woodwork here for you. So listen, click that like button and do subscribe if you haven't yet. We're going to get into this reading and see what's going on.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.
All right, Virgo. So yes, multiple people. Beating the drum for you, that's for sure, trying to tame you, but you're already tamed. There's nothing to be tamed. I feel like you're already pretty much like checked out for some reason, or you're not noticing. It's like you're just not even paying attention. Okay, you're doing your own thing. You're maybe in some deep self-reflection with the Hermit. I mean, that's your card 100%. I just feel like you're just working your own magic or creating your own magic in your life right now, okay? For sure. But I do feel like you're going to find out about this, and I feel like you might be curious as to who this is and why. Or maybe not why. We all know why, Virgo. I mean, come on. But maybe you're curious to find out who this is. So yeah, we'll take a look and see. That Hermit energy that you have, it's like, are you on a quest for personal truth? You're drawing in. Maybe you're in avoidant mode or something. You could just be working, just focusing. What's the word? You're focused. You're just focused on what you're doing, right? You're just paying no mind. You're minding your own business. Okay. So let me not keep going over and over that again. So let me see. Let's see. Take a look and see if we can find out who, what, why. You're going to find out this weekend. Okay. There's the wheel, right? So some of you, like I said, you could be out of town or going somewhere. Maybe you're going off the grid, going off the radar, so to speak here. You feeling lucky, Virgo? I feel like you might be doing something or going away or celebrating. You could be going to, I don't know. I'm just picking up like you're in a really good place. Like money's coming in. I'm going to tell you that. There's a shift in money. There's something connected to a home. I feel like there's something about you're going to be very lucky soon, like in other areas of your life, or you're going to start feeling that over the weekend, right? Maybe you're traveling or you're getting a new place or you're visiting family. You're just like, I'm hearing, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. It just feels like I'm not feeling like you're not interested in love, but you're drawing in suitors here this weekend, okay? And it's this magic that you kind of whip up for yourself or whatever you're doing, okay? So does that mean someone's going to approach you this weekend? Possibly. But it could just be that you're just picking up this energy before, kind of like a little foresight. You get a little foresight that someone is interested in you, or one or two people. Okay, so I do feel like, some of you could be just taking a trip to Vegas, or you're going shopping, or you've recently come into some money, or you're coming into some money. There's a celebration, perhaps a wedding, a homecoming, some kind of energy playing out over this weekend, where even if you go somewhere, you have admirers, and it has mostly to do with like you're possessing some kind of quiet, controlled energy this weekend. Now, for some of you, that's just your normal baseline. For others of you, you could be that Virgo that's extremely outgoing, and there's always two types, right? There are the very outgoing Virgos, life of the party, and then there's the other Virgo that is very reserved, conservative, quiet. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like this is more leaning along the lines of someone who is a bit more reserved and off the grid, and it's like doesn't really seek attention or anything like that, or it's just how you are this weekend. Okay, you could be just like, you know what, let me just have a low-key weekend, just nothing, not going wild and crazy, buck wild or anything like that. But you are, I feel like some people may address you over this weekend, one or two people or three, like, oh, you seem kind of different. Is everything all right? Or is everything what's going on? You seem like kind of out, like you're quiet. And I just feel like maybe you're gray rocking someone. Some of you might be going home to see a family member or to be with some family or some people. There might be somebody in your periphery, in your home, or if you travel to go home, and like whoever it is, you're just keeping a low-key, low-profile kind of energy, okay? But you do, like, I can't say, I will say it's passionate energy they're feeling for you, but I don't know 100% if it's romantic. I will have to see. Okay. And whoever it is, maybe coming in as a friend, but actually has a crush on you, okay? Yeah. I mean, you've got the Empress energy. You are pow. You're like, wow. You're very attractive, Virgo. They see you that way. Some of you could be currently pregnant, or you may be going to a shower, like a baby shower, or somebody had a baby and you're going to visit this weekend. That's where I feel like it's going to happen. You've had some struggle. You've had some difficulty, Virgo. Okay, some emotional struggle. I do see that. 5 of Cups. A sense of not necessarily feeling in love, but like some kind of sense of loss due to some kind of struggle. And maybe that's why you're keeping to yourself. It's like you don't want to just air your dirty laundry. You don't want to, you're just kind of like not trying to have any drama. That's for sure. Okay. Now, these people who are like crazy attracted to you, kind of sneaky, right? And in the case of like a romantic thing or whatever it is, there's a little bit of deception. And I feel like it's more deception of they're pretending kind of to be like friendly towards you, or pretend, oh gosh, it's like hiding feelings. It's hiding feelings. King of Wands. Okay. There's one specific person standing out here, and this is a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That this is a relationship that might have ended. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And maybe that's something that you're feeling kind of about, because there was maybe some competition, or for some of you there could have been like just like some rivalry or some kind of challenge to that relationship. However, I do see you staying low key. I feel like whoever this particular person is, could be a fire sign or a group of people, I'm getting imitated by your energy. They're just telling me, imitated by your energy. And what's your energy? There is no energy. That's what your energy is. It's almost like they view you as holding some kind of secret. Because that 4 of Swords is like, again, this is all about solitude, retreat, holding back. There's a lot of holding back energy. You're just not revealing. So, the less you share, it's called less is more. The less you say, the less you do, the less you share, the more people want to know, or the more somebody wants to know, the more curiosity peaks, and the more attractive, and the more, it's like you're like a mystery. Like you're holding mystery vibes this weekend, and that kind of like energy that you exude, where if somebody talks to you, you're just like, mm-hmm. Or they ask you a question, you're like, yeah. You're just very short with your words this weekend. You don't have much to say, but that is so, it's like a mystery. It's like very mysterious, and it's attracting. All right, you're definitely going to be getting some communication or a phone call or a message this weekend. Could be coming from an air sign. Could be another Virgo. Queen of Swords energy. Somebody wants to talk to you. Okay? I do feel like you have a wish coming to you, though. Apart from whoever these people are, whoever you might have not, I don't think you're trying to attract anybody. I feel like it's more, this weekend you're trying to repel or just keep distance from a particular person, or just in general. And while you're manifesting that, your happiness and your joy, that 9 of Cups, that's good. That's like abundance. While you're manifesting your abundance, you got other people or someone in particular who's very interested in this energy. Okay, you definitely have something going on, Virgo. I'm going to say that you do have a situation in your life that's going on. And I don't necessarily feel like you're in the mood to sulk about it. I feel like you're trying to make some changes, and mostly you're trying to focus on yourself and do what you need to do for you. But the more you pull away, the more because whoever's attached to you, when you pull away, they automatically go with you, right? Because they're attached to you. Do you understand? I'm tempted to give you an example, which is just, I don't know why, I think you know, but I feel like I need to give a visual. That's you. And there's the other person, or other people. So there's you pulling away, and you see how they follow. The more you pull away, the more they're intrigued, the more they're going to follow, because they're attached. People who aren't attached is like, all right, see you later. Be here when you get back. Enjoy your time. So I kind of feel like that's somebody or a bunch of people are very highly attached to you. Is very frustrating. Or they're going to show up that way, but they're attached in an unhealthy way. Okay, so it kind of feels like it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, Virgo. I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? You're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. I feel like you need some bug spray or repellent spray or something this weekend to keep certain people or just everybody. I feel like the more time you spend alone, the more people try to get into your energy. You ever notice? And then when you're like out and about and social and you're engaging with everyone, it seems like people just don't want to be around as much. But the more you are, it's just the way the universe works. The more alone you are, the more time, not lonely, don't get me wrong, not isolated. I don't see you doing that. But the more quiet you are, the more you focus on yourself, the more kind of avoidant, right? Not because of trauma. You might have a little bit of trauma and you're just trying to stay low key. But whatever the situation is, I feel like there's this need you're about to break out and break into something amazing. And everybody's kind of watching. Yeah, there you go. Ace of Wands. So there's some kind of new project or something new. Like there's an inspiration. You're holding something back. You're keeping it to yourself. Something that you're before your big break, before you come out about something. But I tell you what, the more you hold back, the more the more you've got people with crushes on you, the more you've got people want to be in your space. So what do you do about that? You can't hide. You know what I mean? And you may just have to kind of gray rock situations or people and just like, no, I'm fine. Just taking a little time, just doing my thing, so that they don't pry, because people just want an answer. And I'm not saying you even need to do that, right? There might be if this is an annoying situation, you don't have to do anything. You can just be like, mind your damn business. It's none of your business. if that suits your personality. Or you could just don't answer questions, plead the fifth. But apart from that, you're definitely drawing suitors. You're definitely drawing suitors and or a suitor, more so this weekend than ever before. And, what are you up to? What is this low-key energy about? Oh, you got some kind of lifestyle change. You're embarking on something new. You're going somewhere. You're doing something different. You have some kind of plan. Maybe it's just a game plan. Maybe it's changing some behaviors. Maybe you're actually traveling or going somewhere, like for your future. You're being led. That's what I feel like. You're being led. And when you're being led to go down a particular path, everything you need to travel that path automatically shows up for you. Like Spirit just provides for what you need when you begin manifesting a new path. Okay? So that's kind of what I feel like is going on here for you. But it feels like it's in private or in secret. Like you're just not saying anything to anybody. A final decision. You might be having conversations with people this weekend about what you're thinking about, but the final decision, you're keeping that to yourself. And that is making someone, could be a fire sign, or a bunch of people, very curious about what's going on with you. What are you up to? What are you up to, Virgo? Could be also an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be two people trying to figure this out. They're trying to figure you out. You got something going on. And it's going to be for your benefit, for your best. It's in your best interest. Right? So there is one or two or three that are crushing, but there's also some nosy Nellies as well, where it's not necessarily a romantic crush, but it's like just, inquiring minds want to know, like they're up in your business, trying to be up in your business. And for some of you, yeah, there is this romantic crush, okay? Definitely. For some, it's like you could connect with somebody or meet somebody new where they're talking to you and you're not really saying too much, one or two words. You're just kind of, And they're very curious. I thought my video stopped recording. Okay. Yeah, look at you. Look at you, Virgo. You've got the Six of Wands. Victory. I don't know what you have going on specifically. I don't know what your plan is, but you're being given a huge lucky break to achieve whatever your goal is. You might be listening to this and not resonating, and then Friday afternoon, something hits you, and then you come back and listen to the reading, and that's like, oh, yeah. Okay, so it might not hit you just yet. It might not hit you till Sunday, okay? So be patient. But I feel like you have somewhat of kind of like a wake-up call, and I do feel like whatever this path is that you're going to take, or this choice you're going to make, or this thing you're doing that might even shock or surprise some people, is going to actually work out for you. You have a lot of support around you. Like, you're not going to be out there by yourself, is what I'm hearing. You're not going to be stressing. But I do feel like there's this like final decision. So let's try to get into this romantic aspect, right? Okay. So yeah, I will say one or multiple people have like these romantic, like these deep, these feelings for you. Let me see. What else can you tell? Virgo, Two of Pentacles. There might be two people that you're engaging with as well, where you may have to make a decision for some of you, or you need to weigh your options, how you want to handle two people. Okay, I do feel like that might be playing up here, but you're going to find out about it this weekend, right? So for some of you, let's say we have 3. There's one person that's like obsessed with you, and then you've got 2 other people that you need to deal with. Okay? The numbers are playing around, but that's kind of what I feel like Spirit's trying to say. There's 2 people you really need to make a decision about. One is just, is the one who's obsessed with you, like, are they going to tell Virgo? No, they're not. They're keeping that a secret. Oh, yeah, they're keeping it. But you know, and I kind of said that in the beginning, like, you're going to be like, I think I know. Yeah, I know. You know, you're gonna know, okay? But the one that's, like, romantically obsessed with you or has a crush on you, they're keeping it a secret. No, they're not going to tell you. They're hoping, like, telepathically you'll figure it out. Which, of course, psychically, not maybe telepathically, but psychically, yeah, you're going to figure it out. And I feel like you're going to put up some boundaries with that person. Like, no. I feel like you might not be interested in this crushing person. Interesting. Weird how this is playing out here. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles, so I'm seeing abundance, long-term security for you. I feel like in your career, your job, that's definitely, if you're in a really good job, I see that sticking and you're good. If you're looking for a job, I feel like you're going to find that structure or what you need as far as the job goes. Could have a connection to school. Some of you might return to school or brush up on your skills to secure a longer term position in your job, or brush up on skills to get something new. I feel like some of you are going to land a really great job. Especially if you're looking this way or thinking about going to school. Yeah, there's the sun. So there's a lot of positive energy surrounding that. All right. I don't know with this crush thing. I'm kind of like I will say this. There's a lot, like, you're intimidating. Your silence is intimidating to you. I will say that. So whatever you're being silent about this weekend, maybe you're not planning to be silent about anything. And this weekend you're like, let me just keep my mouth shut for once, see how that goes. And watch. Just watch. No responding to the phone calls or texts, taking a while to respond, just slowing down. Slow, like molasses down a tree. No rush. But look, people watching, looking, stalking. You got a stalker. All right, but for you, no, this is over. There's a relationship that's ended and that person's stalking you, or there's someone who's stalking you that you know, and you're putting an end to that, okay? Not going back. Right? What's dead is dead, okay? Could be a Scorpio. What's dead is dead for you. Someone thinks you're their twin flame. This is not the other way around. I'm telling you right now. This is not the other way around. This is not you thinking someone is your twin flame. This another person is thinking this. Okay. You're like paradise to them. You make them happy, feel joyful. They feel like this crush energy. They feel like they're in a honeymoon, like you guys are on honeymoon together. Like they're in honeymoon, like, you know what I mean? They have those honeymoon vibes, like, ew, I don't know. But they're not going to tell you. Okay, so, like, what the heck? So then you're just a stalker. You're going to crush, follow everywhere, but you're not going to say anything, so you're a stalker? Okay. Okay, have fun with that. I don't know. Something here about, yeah, there you go. You're just like, I'm not doing anything against anybody. I'm just loving myself right now. Loving myself first. Self-respecting yourself makes you more romantically attractive. Having self-respect, showing self-respect, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You're respecting yourself. And you're glowing and it's showing. And that's why you're attracting whomever. Maybe this is just how you are, but you know what? People's ears and eyes are perking up over you this weekend. For sure. Yep, and they're going to be making some kind of effort. I will tell you that. Either to find out what secret you're holding back or what you're not saying, or making an effort to get in your line of sight, to have some kind of conversation. But again, there's no admittance of feelings here. It's just this attachment, okay, showing up with this playful energy. Yeah, this playful energy is not serious. I feel like, yeah, your decision is going to come soon. I don't know exactly what your decision is. What decision that you have to make about 1 or 2 or 3 people. Whatever it is, it's you definitely need to make the decision, I feel like, this weekend. So I don't know if you listened to a couple of videos ago. Somebody said, I heard it and I tried it and it worked. You know how we're just so inundated all the time with noise, white noise, the background of the TV, music in our ears, chitter chatter from people at work or in families. Like, there's always so much going in. And we absorb all of that, right? And there's very little time for quiet unless we're unconscious and sleeping, right? So this person said, if you have a particular decision or you're struggling with something, go somewhere quiet and sit still in the quiet for 30 minutes. And by the end of that 30 minutes, now it might happen a little sooner than that. It might go on a little longer. But by the end of that time period, you will know exactly what to do. And it's not and that's what the Two of Swords is. The Two of Swords has everybody giving advice or chitter chatter and all, but the Two of Swords goes in and listens very quietly in like a meditative state to make a decision. And I feel like if you've got a big decision that you need to make, take that peaceful moment, right? And I'll tell you, your brain is going to go crazy. It's going to be rummage. Just let it take action. Let it work, okay? Because it's going to go through your whole day. If you're laying down at night and doing this, it's going to rehash things in your mind. Your brain is just going to go to the left, to the right, or you might be able to just focus on one image in your mind. And if you could focus and try to do that, that's great. But the brain never stops moving. It's constantly active, right? So it will come into itself after the 30 minutes. It will focus and it will kind of, like, your brain it's a processor. So it's going to just keep processing until it removes all the cookies or unnecessary data until it gets to the heart of like what you need to do about your situation. If you're having trouble making a decision, okay? Because your intuition is in there. Your gut is always speaking to you, right? And that's making that intuitive brain connection. So I feel like try it. I did it, I think last week it was, or one day last week, and I was trying to figure something out, and I was just laying there, and for 30 minutes, I even set my timer in case I dozed off or whatever, and I set my timer, and by the time I hit the 28 minutes, I was like, well, dang, I know exactly what I need to do now. It wasn't I didn't need to check in with anybody. I didn't need to do anything. I was like, yep, I got this. And it was, it's just one of those situations where you just really need to make some kind of decision, right? For some of you, it could be, should I move? Your brain automatically processes and goes through all the pros and cons and even comes up with solutions. It's pretty amazing. I feel like we underestimate our brains, right? It aligns with our intuition. Okay, let's see what other messages you have. Other messages for Virgo. Yeah, different pages. You and someone else are on different pages. You don't share the same vision. Financial challenges. Either financial challenges are affecting the connection, or the connection is affecting your finances. One or the other. Okay. Chicken or the egg. Okay. Someone feels remorse and regret for the way they treated you. You'll find out about that over the weekend. That's their problem. Because you have learned your lesson, mastered your lesson, your spiritual lesson. So this weekend looks pretty fantastic. I feel like you're so focused on what you need to do. Somebody has like a big decision or a big plan or something that you want to do, and this weekend is all about that. And you're locked in. You lock in this weekend, and of course, I feel like you're going to have some people around you who are just going to be kind of nosy, wanting to know what you're doing. Yes. Okay. So let's get into the good stuff. We're going to skip over the Chinese signs tonight. And let's see. All right. You have a Pisces and a Gemini and a Taurus These are significant signs for you. And a Sagittarius. Okay. Somebody's birthday's on the 8th. Somebody's birthday's on the 12th. Somebody, okay, we also have the 7th, the 10th, and the 6th. You also have the 2nd. The 7th again. The 5th. The 1st. Oh, the letter N. You also have the 8th again, 88, 77. 87, birth years, 77, 78, 51, 57. These could be ages or years. September 15th, September 17th, September 18th, the 16th. Let's see. 65, 56, 81, 85. Okay, some initials. So yeah, you're starting somebody's initial, letter N. Also September 9th. All right, you've got B. I just heard the name Jeff. You have G, H, M, E, Megan, J, Jem, Jim, Jeb, Jennifer. Okay. Somebody drives a Hemi. Who drives a Hemi? All right. Are there any more? Get a couple of more. Megan. K-O-P. Somebody might be in King of Prussia. Paul, Polly. Letter F and the letter A. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. So there could be your initials or somebody else's. All right. See what your charms are. Get my little charm. Okay. Pink flamingo. Anyone? Anyone? Connection to a pink flamingo, okay? This is also balance, seeking balance. Can't see it there, sorry. Seeking some kind of balance for yourself, I feel. Could be a connection to Florida or anywhere where there's flamingos. Okay. You also have an apple again, red apple. Healthy decisions, healthy choices. Well, I've got a whole, too many. Too many. All right, I also have a palm tree. Connection to a palm tree. I'm also hearing like Christmas. Somebody celebrates Christmas. Well, obviously, I mean, this is just, it's not odd, but it's just like a decorated palm tree, like with Christmas lights on it. Okay, maybe that's something you live in that, maybe you live there, you live somewhere there. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. All right, so let me just show you this and then the reading's gonna be done. Can you see that? It's a happy cloud. And I just, as soon as I heard them say happy trees, happy clouds, somebody's painting this weekend. It's like a little Bob Ross kind of thing. Happy trees, happy clouds. I don't know what that means for you. Are you painting? Are you doing some like Bob Ross painting? Taking some classes or something? Or like following some YouTube videos or something? Bob Ross painting. All right, you guys. So that was fun, right? That was interesting. Personal reading. Listen, all the personal readings, you guys, are heavily discounted. So go over and book your readings. Actually, everybody's starting to book. Like, it's been crazy this week, so I appreciate it. It's really great to talk to all of you. If you have a reading coming up, or if you book a text message reading, right? Let's say the weekend falls and you want a text message reading on Saturday and it doesn't book until Monday. You'll get it over the weekend. Don't worry about it, okay? It's just I can do text message readings over the weekend. So definitely show up here too. Friday night, we're going to live stream the Q&A. I'll be live if you guys want to pop in and ask questions. I'm changing the price of everything. Is just going to be whatever you want to donate for your reading. You want to donate whatever amount you want. Feel free. It's up to you. Just plug in your super chat or however we're going to do it. I have to figure it out. But yeah, whatever you want to donate, no strict price for that. Because I was like, after a while, that was just like, it's too much. So whatever you can afford, we'll do readings, okay? So that will be Friday evening. After this video, it will direct right to that already live stream, upcoming live stream. So make sure you click notification bell on that video if you want to join, so you'll be reminded and to pop in on Friday night. All right, you guys, so have a great weekend if I don't see you, and I will see you later. Bye.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me